we're going to try another take at the ADF facility because I see a lot of people, and I have had a lot of new subs lately, so I feel like this is going to be a great video to do regarding the secondary quotation book that everyone keeps bringing up. Now, everyone's been saying that there's a secondary or quotation book out there where the price isn't where it's at now. You are absolutely correct, and I've been trying to say this because we have found this 3 weeks ago. It's called the ADF facility, or the alternate display facility. I'm going to give you a brief recap on it and just show you how easy this is to understand when it comes to dark pools versus lit pools versus exchange in general. Let's go ahead and take a look at the secondary quotation book. So briefly, the ADF, what is it? So it's basically a facility that is now operated and regulated by FINRA, and it is a self-regulatory organization only facility, meaning you have to be a SRO to be able to use this facility. They claim that it does not provide automated order routing functionality because it's all manual. Now, they currently do not have any active quoting participants based on the front page of their website. However, right to the right of that, it says active ADF participants as of 2017 being just 2, Jane Street and JP Morgan. Now, it is a members-only facility for the comparison of quotations and reporting of trades. Now, brief history. So the ADF was originally owned by the NASD, who then split from the NASDAQ. They were a subsidiary of the NASDAQ, split from the NASDAQ, became its own company, and then merged and became basically FINRA. And now it is a FINRA-controlled facility. The rules were all superseded by FINRA after they merged, and now the only listed participants are Jane Street and JP Morgan. Now, despite the claim of being trade reporting only, there are blatant loopholes within the rules that inform us of what's really going on. There's a filing, SR FINRA 2016-031, proposed rule change relating to the use of the ADF facility for trade reporting purposes only. However, there was an amendment to this filing that came out, which added a very distinct change that is now actually found in the FAQ section of the ADF website, or the FINRA website. Section 601, away from the market sales. Basically, I'm not going to read this verbatim, but basically what it says is that to meet this exception, the gift or inheritance loophole that they're calling it must be traded at prices that are not relevant to the security. And they give an example. Party 1 wants to give Party 2 50 shares of security ABC. But to have the shares transferred correctly, Party 2 must buy them for a nominal value that is unrelated to the share price. So, it's all in here, we just have to look. So now that we know basically what the ADF is, and what the TRF is, being just another fancy way of saying dark pool or secondary quotation book, I want you to think of it just like this. Think of the TRF as a public restroom of dark pools where everyone can go and use it, and it's dirty. Think of the ADF as a private club for hedge funds where they have a private menu or a secondary quotation book they can use to order the secret sauce whenever they want. Basically, TRF, public, dark pool. ADF, private dark pool, basically. Now that we know all this, take a look at this. Look at this graph. Just kidding. Okay, so basically, it is evident based on what we're looking at that the ADF and the TRF facilities, both owned and operated by FINRA, are dominating the market and the market share entirely. This is consolidated daily volume for the trading day of Friday, July 16th. You can add up the percentages here if you'd like. You can look at them if you'd like. You can look at this graph. You can look at the gap in this graph. There is no price discovery because all trading or most trading is literally being done off exchange. And not just off exchange, but in the big boy ADF facility. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice, and I am only speculating, but basically, what I've seen here leads me to believe one thing. My tits are jacked because they're likely trading at prices way higher than what we're seeing now, which is what we've all thought this whole time anyway. But here's your proof. You're welcome. Have a good night.